It's Nolan.
Round one, fight!
You up against me? How could you not think this was serious? I ain't hurt, I'm just curious, cause I need to flip words better than a dope boy flip crap. See, you pay no attention to detail, cause if you did, you see a girl in my crib doing backflips on my dick. Can't take none of my chips, all-star team and we all got chips. Then I put a ring on my 5-star chick. Now we Bonnie and Clyde, ready to ride, who ready to die? Bernie's insane, don't look in my eyes. Rapping machines put his feet to the ties, just for a laugh. Ha 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 ha. Timing is great, my sense of direction impeccable. Matter of fact, I know exactly where we running to. We running out of lives, running out of lifelines, running out of time. Ran out of luck when we ran against my crew. Said it's not a game and I'll show you. This how we move. I kill them in twos, a clan of assassins, lyrical dragons. Master my craft and go and make cash. That's the dream. Get in the way and then scope with the beat. Feeling the bass, how about the treble? Angel of moms, to you I'm a devil. Hit for your soul, not plaques of metal.
Well done.
10 seconds to die. 9 MCs get 8 live. 7 continents, that's worldwide. You 6 men with no starting 5. Got 4 horsemen, that's ready to ride. 3 years against 2 of mine. Maybe one day you will beat the odds, but right now, boy, you out of time. 10 seconds to die. 9 MCs get 8 live. 7 continents, that's worldwide. You 6 men with no starting 5. Got 4 horsemen, that's ready to ride. 3 years against 2 of mine. Maybe one day you will beat the odds, but right now, boy, you out of time.
Final round, fight!
So this what it all come down to. Many that try to compete, but it's over as soon as my army surround you. They talking about who the best, who could use respect, who got the system locked down for now, standing proud, and who the guest. I give you 10 seconds to figure your life out. Look at me dead in my eyes, it's no surprise that I can cover this game in its entire terrain better than Thousand Island. Wildin' like Joseph Stalin, piling up data. These rappers studying all of my mannerisms like I was Al-Qaeda, our savior. How many trends I need to break? From CD Jakes to TD Jakes to CD Snakes and flood your block like city lakes. This city fake. Man, I'm tired of holding my tongue. Mercenary mission on the center string until they see that I'm the only one. I got it mapped out. Southern playalistic, stay consistent. Let me raise the consensus. Came from a place where they wouldn't pay us attention. So now it's pay to play to pave the way. I made it my mission to blaze the contention with bars that probably save a conviction. Y'all welcome.
10 seconds to die. 9 MCs get 8 live. 7 continents, that's worldwide. You 6 men with no starting 5. Got 4 horsemen, that's ready to ride. 3 years against 2 of mine. Maybe one day you will beat the odds, but right now, boy, you out of time. 10 seconds to die. 9 MCs get 8 live. 7 continents, that's worldwide. You 6 men with no starting 5. Got 4 horsemen, that's ready to ride. 3 years against 2 of mine. Maybe one day you will beat the odds, but right now, boy, you out of time.
You weak, pathetic fool.
Continue.
10, 9,
Is that your best?
8, 7, 6, 5,
Don't make me laugh.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Game over. All too easy.
Too easy. What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. That song you just heard is called 10 Seconds by myself, featuring my good homie, Greg Lowe, aka G Lowe the Lion. That is an unreleased record. It's never been put out. But if y'all fucking with it, we can definitely arrange for that to be put out in some form or fashion, most likely on a project that y'all will be able to purchase. But that's some later pipeline type stuff, all right? In the meantime, we're going to be talking about a few things. This is probably going to be my only video of the day because my brother, my big bro, is in town. So going to be linking up with fam today. So I'm not going to be able to just talk about what's going on in the game. So we're going to be talking about a few things, even some things that are not necessarily on the thumbnail. We're definitely going to be getting into Megan Thee Stallion and her updates. We're going to be getting into the reception from the public on Bia's diss record, Sue Me, towards Cardi B. There are some new advancements. Well, I won't say new advancements, but new people coming out with allegations against Diddy. And we're also going to be talking about Sean Kingston and his arrest update. And we'll move through some other stuff as we go. All right. Once again, this is going to be one show because this is all I'm going to be able to pull off today before I start linking up with fam. So enjoy it. let's get into it and let's not waste no mother effing time. All right. First of all, let's get into Megan Thee Stallion, shall we? Megan came out yesterday at her show here in the A. She was having a lot of complications out here in Atlanta. Friday and Saturday, she wasn't able to do her motherfucking thing. She wasn't able to take the stage due to our water main breaks out in the city. I don't live in the city, so luckily I was able to not have to deal with that. But thoughts, prayers, condolences to anybody that was going through a rough time. You know what I'm saying? Not having access to working water in the city of Atlanta. If you wasn't able to flush your toilets, wash your ass, wash your dishes, wash your hands, do the necessary things that you needed to do. Hopefully y'all was getting some store-bought water to make some of that shit happen. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, the fact that folks had to go without that stuff for days, 2 days, whack as fuck. Because of that happening, that also meant that the stadium access at State Farm Arena was not able to have any of those amenities either. I think Megan Thee Stallion also said it was very hot in the arena while she was preparing, so the AC was also fucking up at the State Farm Arena. She was having a rough shake. But all is well. That ends well. She was able to get on stage last night and put the show on. And she made the official announcement of the album. What I've been waiting for all year. Ever since his came out, I've been waiting on this album announcement to just really get to the shits. So we've got Megan Thee Stallion. She's dropping her self-titled album, Megan Thee Stallion. And we've got artwork. We've got the whole nine. Okay? So the album will be out June 28th via her label, Hot Girl Productions. All right. In addition to the fact that she announced the album, she did this in front of a sold out audience in the A. You got to put that sold out on there because there's a lot of people that have been very critical of her, putting out falsehoods about the ticket sales and things of that nature. But that show was absolutely sold out, which is why she even had 3 shows out here to begin with, because they kept having to add the dates. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the artwork for the album, which I'm not going to lie to y'all, it's not my favorite, but nonetheless, I am excited to hear what she's coming with. Okay. So this is the album cover. Looks like she's coming out of a cocoon. There's an M in the background. Again, not my favorite album cover. I thought that the artwork for Boa was like extremely dope. To be honest, I still to this day don't understand why they put so much effort into the multiple covers and versions of Boa rather than putting that effort into the album. But I'm not on Rock Nation. I'm not a part of Hot Girl Productions, so whatever the method is to the madness, clearly I'm not privy to it. I'm just a person that's giving my opinion. And, you know, I like Megan a lot. I like her music. I like her style. I like that she's being unapologetically herself. I like that she's going out here doing her motherfucking thing despite any odds that are against her. So all of those things standing, there are many positives, but to be honest, if I saw any other artist on Spotify with that album art, I probably wouldn't be all that impressed. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. It's a cool graphic. I think it functions better as maybe like some sort of poster, maybe. But I think I honestly thought those multiple covers for Boa served better as multiple versions of the final album. Just my take. I know some people are going to disagree. It's fine. Nonetheless, June 28th is the date, and that's what I'm excited about because I want to hear the music. I want to hear what she's got going. I want to hear the different sounds. I want to hear the different stories. I'm hoping that this is her best album yet so that I can enjoy it from front to back because it's been a while since I have with her projects. So I'm excited about that. I'm ready for it, you know? So that's where I'm at with it. I believe Cobra, Hiss, and Boa all will be on the project, but I don't know that for sure. there may have been some tweaks to the final track listing. We have not gotten the final track listing as of yet. We probably will get that in the coming weeks before the album drops, or she may not give us the track listing at all. When it comes to what can be expected from the album, she talked to L'Official USA magazine. She says, I don't even know how to describe it. She said, Hiss was me just getting the things that I had to say off my chest. I'm not really focused on negativity on my album. I have a lot of different songs on the album because my emotion doesn't stop at anger. My emotion doesn't stop at sadness because I did grow and I did start feeling more things. I started feeling really happy. So you have songs on the album that are about the positive times that I'm starting to have. You get a little bit of everything. You get all the emotions in there. Okay? So it's not going to be a one-trick pony album. It's not going to have one specific vibe, which I think, you know, is the best course of action, because we don't want to get an album full of downtrodden music. And with Boa, that was more upbeat, which I think a lot of y'all enjoyed. I love that beat. I love the track itself. Just don't like the final piece. Really the hook. The hook just doesn't do it for me, but you know, whatever. In other Megan news, during her show out here at Atlanta, she did bring out Atlanta's own, my Southside sister, Lotto. And during the set with Lotto, she also debuted a new verse over Lotto's Sunday service. So it seems that that feature may be coming out sometime soon, perhaps this Friday, perhaps next Friday. I mean, hopefully it comes out before the album, just to give more anticipation and more lead up, you know, extra buzz, extra conversation, extra interest. Which I think is interesting because Sunday Service has been out for a little minute now. I wonder why this track wasn't released sooner. Or maybe, perhaps the reason is because Megan had to get all of the label paperwork and stuff like that together. Probably why the album hasn't dropped. Just to make sure that everything was good. Because, you know, you can file trademarks and put all that stuff in, but it does take time for all of that stuff to actually be fully accepted by the government and whatnot. So I wouldn't be surprised if that had something to do with the delay on the album. I never thought about that until this exact moment, but I think that could be a thing. Plus the copyrights and all that stuff for each record. Maybe that stuff took extra time as well, just to make sure everything was perfectly taken care of on the paperwork side. Nonetheless, we're going to go ahead and pull up the footage. Hopefully we don't get flagged on YouTube. But we're going to pull up the footage of Megan doing her Sunday service verse in front of the Atlanta crowd, which I think is dope. She's going out there performing that shit before we even get it, which means that she know that motherfucker front and back. And that's going to give Lotto a little bit of extra shelf life with Sunday service, because that song did kind of come and go. As much as I fuck with Lotto, as much as, you know, we support her from the South Side, I wasn't crazy about the record. It was good for what it was, but again, it sounded like another iteration of Put It on the Float. But now you got Megan on there to at least give it some extra legs. Hey man, I think we're about to enter into a whole new era of boss talk from Megan Thee Stallion. Now that she got that label, she said that motherfucking that verse, everything I drop, I own it. That's a new level of boss talk. When artists get in that mode, that independent mindset, boss mode, they gonna start pushing that shit in your face every motherfucking song. Jay-Z do it. Nipsey Hussle used to do it. Megan Thee Stallion now has the agency to do it. She finna start bossing up on these motherfuckers, man, and rightfully so. She went through her bumps and bruises. She went and had to, you know what I mean? She had to fight Odds my life I had to fight. Nigga, getting out this label, yeah. Got the fuck out of 1501, got her shit back, got her masters, got her publishing. She's finna start flexing. And again, any artist that walks into that, you have the right to do it. Because so much of the industry, so much of your counterparts, they can't flex that same autonomy, right? A lot of artists, we like to get out here and just flex with the bars because it sounds good and because it's empowering. You know what I'm saying? It sends good frequencies through your system and the dopamine and shit when you say it. But when you actually can live it, that's a whole nother thing. So salute to Megan on that. I know some people gonna be like, bro, you're glazing. Put it on a donut, motherfucker. Put it on a motherfucking donut. All right? We're going to move on from the Megan talk, but I am very excited to hear what the album sounds like. And that's that on that. Much love and respect to all the Megan fans, all the hotties on the channel. We're going to get into Bia next. Now, when it comes to Bia, the Breakfast Club clowned her motherfucking ass this morning on the show, which it wasn't too far from what I had to say about it. You understand what I'm saying? And this whole thing is just, it's getting dragged out. It's getting dragged out more than I thought it would. You know? Bia, if she had all of these fans prior to this diss record dropping, I would be okay with the conversation dragging out. I would be okay with all of these random commenters, you know what I'm saying, just going up for her. But for the most part, the average thinking person, the average music fan out here is not bumping that record, don't care about that record, ain't coming back to that record. But it's just a band of fake, phony bandwagoners coming out acting like it's good. And y'all know exactly who y'all are. Y'all know exactly what your intentions are. And if you feel conflicted by me saying that, you're probably exactly who I'm talking about. Okay? Nonetheless, we're going to get into Charlamagne, Just Hilarious, and DJ Envy's thoughts on this particular record, because if y'all didn't like what I had to say, well, hear it from some trained professionals who get paid hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars, to share their opinion about these things. Okay?
So we know Cardi and Bia have been low-key beefing for a while, but the beef became bigger over the weekend after Cardi's verse on Wanna Be remix. Before we get into it, some backstory. So the beef allegedly started last year after Cardi dropped Like What, which sampled Missy's song, She's a Bitch. Bia also had a song out that she sampled the same Missy song, and then she supported claims that Cardi was copying her style. Bia publicly stressed that she didn't know Cardi and didn't have a problem, but then in April, she took a shot at Cardi on the Bitch Duh song. That was the remix with Dreezy, Ken the Man, and Lakia. And she basically said, I don't know why we don't have audio for that, but she said, how you say you run it down, but you can't walk on the beat. Can't walk on the beat. And then I can never turn my phone on just to cry on a live. I hate a sneaky igga, pick a side. So just little shots being taken here and there. Apparently this is what made Cardi address her on the Wanna Be remix.
Please, don't nobody want to pay us.
Cardi 8.
Yeah, she did.
8.
And that was just like real cool, light, simple, whatever. And that was on a remix. She didn't even make a whole song to address her. I thought that was pretty slick and cool. Then Cardi went live on Instagram to address the situation, what happened. And this said,
I'm so appalled at the fact that she thinks that I'm copying her or that I'm stealing from her. Cause there's nothing that she do that I like. I don't like her music. I don't like her style. I don't like how she look. I don't like nothing about her. I don't even see the so it's like more or less. When I did my first song, Like What, I been did it before you put it out. And then Enough, which she thinks that I copy her ad-libs and whatever something with the beat. I called her and we ended up the conversation on a very great note. April 14, 2022. This is when I first received the beat for Enough. I recorded Enough on May 18, 2022.
so in that live, Cardi did have a lot of receipts. She even like had the conversation between her and B, and she said it started a little rocky, you know, because Cardi said, I was a little ghetto. I got on her a little bit. But then, you know, we ended cool. Like it was all right. You know, we not friends, but it ended all right. And then for me, I was just like, Cardi, yo, don't give it this much. Because it's like, whatever. You ate her up on a song, whatever, and that's it. But basically, Bia had been lying behind the scenes, and she also had something to say about that too.
I have a special bond with my. We're not perfect, but we got a bond. But you to try to come and lie on my and say something like that, and then like you trying to put it on a song, bitch, put it on a song and put receipts out, cause you can't lie about my pussy with no receipt. And when you lie about my pussy, make sure them is legit, cause I'm gonna take you to court. You could diss me all you want. You could talk about how I look, how I can't rap, blah blah blah, whatever. I don't give a. Since we here, go ahead, go stream Bia music. Give her some streams, guy. She needs to recoup her publishing. But we ended up the conversation very nicely. You still kept going to the internet dissing me.
I can understand why Cardi reacted that way.
Yeah,
because like you just said, if, you going around saying I'm cheating on my husband. You know, when you start playing with people's marriages and vows.
With a mutual friend. And you're going
to get smoked.
Being sneaky, you know. So Bia hopped on her own live and she said she wasn't going to do much talking about the situation. So she proceeded to preview a full diss track toward Cardi.
Put that shit on God that you ain't changed your face of mine. I'll get on your ass so I don't have to waste no time. Say you love yourself, but you won't put that on your kids. All that surgery and how your body looks so mid. Thought your ass was for the culture, you just try to ride the wind. You should be home with your kids, but you just speak like second grade. Now these kids can't breathe. Heard this whole brewery, wrote this shit I prayed. Someone go and call a party, cause we gon' bake rice again.
Yeah, fart all over them bars.
Gracie's Corner got 24 hours to respond.
I'm telling you.
I felt like, okay. Now listen, the beat is hard. I like the beat. It's cool. Corner. But my thoughts on the actual diss record, I'm just like, I think that's why she previewed it like in the middle of the night like that. Nah, she don't need to. Yo, a couple comments I saw was funny. Yo, somebody said, sound like she should have called Party too. Like, that was hilarious to me.
The name of that diss record should have been Not Like That, because that is not how you diss somebody in a rap record. And when you make a diss record, you can't make something so terrible that you end up dissing yourself. Because the point of diss records is for you to clown your opponent. When you make a diss record that's so bad, you know, that you end up dissing yourself, you end up being the butt of the joke.
Yeah.
So technically, Bia went in the booth and ethered herself.
And I just was like, damn. And I think that's why she just tried to preview it to see if she was going to drop it or not, to see if people liked it. It was ass. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think Bia is that type of rapper to go at somebody like it was
battle
cute.
rapper type of thing.
It was cute for you to drop the little bars and shade her on a remix that you did with Dreezy, but not a whole diss record. No, it wasn't. So.
It wasn't giving?
It wasn't given to me.
Yes.
It wasn't. And I like both of them. I love Cardi, but it's just like, come on now, just leave it alone. But I hope that's it for Cardi. Don't say nothing else.
She won already.
Yeah, she did win already. And even in the diss track, Bia did say, when you say my name, that's a benefit. Yeah, you knew that. You know that. That's why Cardi on her live did say, you know, go stream this girl music. Give her something. You know, so. And other news, real quick. Okay.
All right. So that is The Breakfast Club. You know, one thing about Jess Hilarious on that particular show, she be like super uninformed, and we all make mistakes. But for her to say that the Like What freestyle came out last year when it came out in March, like that didn't take very much research. I don't know who passed her that sheet, but damn, come on. Like What freestyle is only a couple months old. Enough came out shortly after that. This is all 2024. But the rest of everything that they were talking about, I fully agree with, especially with Charlamagne when he said that Bia is not a battle rapper. She's not the type of rapper that needs to be going in the booth making full-on diss records. I don't know why everybody thinks that they could go in there and just put an onslaught of insults together and think that they're going to be able to put together a clear, concise, high-quality, high-level diss record that people are going to want to hear. Just because you can say some salacious things does not mean that you're making a good diss record. When you jump on a blueprint of a song that just came out a couple months ago, such as Like That, and you try to jump on the blueprint of that record and try to make your own great value version of it, like that was definitely the great value. That was definitely Honey O's, not Cheerios. That was the Honey O's version of Like That. You're telling her she can't find the beat, but you're all over the track. It seems to me you might have even wrote your verse to the original Like That version and then tried to use your same bars and cadence and put it over this other knockoff version of it because you kept falling out of the pocket. People talking about how awkward she looked on camera, how she kept looking back at somebody. I don't know who was trying to offer her additional confirmation. She says she got a crazy ass nigga, you know what I'm saying? So maybe he was the one that was saying, all right, now this is the part where you do the want. This is the part where you do the, yeah, go ahead and try to arch it and twerk it. And it wasn't twerking. Like, I don't know what the fuck was going on. Like, Bia should have blinked she should have blinked twice. Were you in a hostage situation? Did somebody make you do this? Did somebody put you up to this? Is Bia safe? Let's not worry about the diss anymore. Let's now worry about, did Bia make her way out of captivity? Was that video the distressed signal? Because something wasn't right going on there. Oh, man. But all things aside, shout out to Bia, man. I'm not here to dump on her entire career, just that particular song and the way she carried it out. Okay? In other Bia news, for all of you esteemed Bia fans who love her music, you're going to have the golden opportunity to do so very soon because she also has a new single on the way featuring JID, aka JID, from the Dreamville camp. Okay? Got an interesting article here from Hot New Hip Hop. The single is going to be called Lights Out. Okay? They say a collab between these two would be perfect for the summer. Bia has been building an excellent career. She signed to Pharrell's label I Am Other in 2014, and since then she's landed coveted collabs with the likes of Kali Uchis, J Balvin. The remix to her 2021 single Whole Lotta Money featured a fun verse from Nicki Minaj and peaked at number 16 on the Billboard Hot 100. Bia is the real deal, which is why fans are so excited about the possibility of her collaborating with another established talent, JID. She posted a video of her and JID conversing, and now the world desperately wants them to link up on a song. Bia posted the video on May 28th. The singer, why are you calling her a singer? Hot New Hip Hop, what the fuck? The artist is on the set of a music video with a green screen. She's talking with makeup artists about the setup of a particular shot, and who else but JID wanders into the frame. The rapper is impressed with what he sees, calling it fire. Bia then gives him a hug before she hits her mark. The video is brief, but it definitely seems like Bia is teasing JID's involvement in her new song. She announced the release of her single Lights Out on June 7th. So that's going to be out this week. Perfectly timed that you're going to drop a fucking diss record over the weekend and try to drop your weak-ass single in the same week. But shout out to that. I'm going to stream it because I like JID. The general consensus or hope is that JID will be featured on it. He's even listed on the Songs Genius page. Oh, there's more. Bia has aimed to get the focus back on her music since the social media controversy that went down in April. The singer was, y'all keep calling her a singer. Y'all crazy. The singer was accused of lying about her lineage. Fans began to question her ethnic background, which led to her firing back with proof. You still don't know the difference between race and ethnicity, she tweeted at a user. Bitch, pick up a book. It's called Afro-Latina, stupid. She also dragged those who tried to suggest that she was not black. She says, are you really that slow? How did biracial people even get here? Do you know what Puerto Ricans are? African, Taino, and European. There are Jamaican Indians. You fucking idiots. Pick up a book. So there goes Bia giving us a nice lesson on heritage and genealogy. JID, meanwhile, is riding a critical high. His last release, The Forever Story, what a fucking dope-ass album that was hailed by many as the best album of 2023, perhaps quality-wise. He's teased a collaborative project with Metro Boomin that I'm looking forward to, and he told people that he wants to get involved in filmmaking. So there's that. Okay? I'm gonna be honest. I'm wishing Bia and JID the best with this upcoming record, Lights Out, that comes out on Friday. Being that it does have JID on it and it's called Lights Out, are y'all sampling Wayne, Lights Out? I don't know. Maybe so. Maybe not. What I will say is I hope that her bars on this particular song are better than what she put on that Sue Me record, because you're definitely going to need people to look at you in a different way. Especially if you think those other fans are going to continue to support you, you're going to have to give them something quality for them to lean into, okay? And maybe we can get you to the bubbling under, okay? All right, that's that on Bia. Big shout out to you. Big shout out to JID. And big shout out to all the Bia fans that are going to be streaming her music come Friday. Hopefully there's a music video, which they're talking about. I hope that drops as well. So y'all can run up the views on that as well. So we can really see all the support from everybody who was in the comments, in the chat, trying to make it seem like y'all love her so much. We cannot wait to see how great it does. Okay? Moving right along, let's get into some Diddy news, all right? So apparently Diddy has been accused of running terrible, toxic work environment by some former employees. Okay? Another day, another Diddy allegation. Diddy has been accused of running a toxic work environment by former Sean John and Blue Flame employees. Now, when I see Blue Flame, I'm from the A, man. I didn't know he had any involvement with the Scrub Club out here in the A, the Blue Flame. If there's another Blue Flame out there that I don't know about, please tell me, because the fuck? The Daily Mail in a new report by the Daily Mail, former Sean John and Blue Flame employees of Diddy accused him of being erratic, stating that he grabbed, berated, and threatened them. Okay, they recount instances of Diddy's behavior in a series of anonymous interviews. One female ex-employee described an altercation she had with Diddy where he grabbed her face during a disagreement. She was quoted saying he puts one hand on both sides of her cheeks and says, "Stick out your tongue," and then he squeezes her face harder and yells at her. So we have physical abuse in the workplace of him putting hands on this woman's face, admonishing her and demanding that she stick out her tongue. I don't know if he spit on her tongue or what. We don't have how that incident concluded, but he began to squeeze her face. This nigga's crazy, man. Shoot this nigga in the back of the... Let me stop. She went on to explain how this altercation made her feel shocked and uncomfortable, claiming this made her immediately seek other employment options. In addition to this, former employees detailed multiple incidents where Diddy displayed aggressive behavior that created a culture of fear. Employees also stated these episodes would typically happen when Diddy felt challenged and compared the environment to television show Game of Thrones, constantly feeling on edge due to Diddy's unpredictable behavior. While there are conflicting instances with former employees who had positive experiences working with him, the predominant narrative points to a pattern of alleged abuse and intimidation from the diddler. Y'all already heard what I was finna say, man. Take that nigga to the back and go ahead and do the deed. I'm sure some people would rather see him rot in prison. Motherfucking karate in other ways. Okay? That's my take on that. We're going to move right along to Sean Kingston. All right? So now we've got rappers. Why y'all call Bia a singer? Now y'all calling Sean Kingston a rapper. What the fuck is up with the journalism? New York Post. Sean Kingston has been booked into a Florida jail. Mugshot revealed as he's charged in a $1 million fraud case. We've shown y'all how the motherfucking cops ran up in this nigga house. His mama got arrested. The whole shebang. Sean Kingston has been booked into a Florida jail after he and his mom were charged with committing more than $1 million worth of fraud. The 34-year-old, whose real name is Keshawn Anderson, was locked up in Broward County Jail on Sunday after being extradited from California in the wake of his arrest last month. The Beautiful Girls singer is slated to go before a judge later on Monday, actually today. Kingston and his mother, Janice Turner, 61, were both slapped with a slew of charges, including conducting an organized scheme to defraud, grand theft, identity theft. Didn't know about identity theft now. What the fuck? And related crimes, according to arrest warrants. They are accused of stealing hundreds of thousands of dollars in cash from Bank of America and First Republic Bank, nearly $500,000 worth of jewelry, a $160,000 Cadillac Escalade, and more than $80,000 worth of furniture. The exact details of their alleged fraud scheme, which authorities say went down between October to March, wasn't immediately clear. Okay, so y'all say from October last year to March of this year. What about the shit them niggas was doing for the last, you know what I'm saying, couple of years? Because I'm sure they didn't just start that shit last year in 2023. Or did they already serve time for those crimes? Kingston was nabbed on May 23rd at Fort Irwin, a U.S. Army training base in California's Mojave Desert, where he was performing. Hey, yo, did they snatch his mama whole wig off? What the fuck? Does she really have like a baldy on the top with locks in the back? Oh, Lord. Hold on. I can't show y'all that. I can't show y'all that, man. That's disrespectful. Wow. His mom was cuffed to... Oh my God. You've been sinning too hard for the whole top of your shit to fall off, and you got locks in the back. You out here like Coolio, motherfucker, trying to defraud somebody, and you ain't steal no shit to go up top. You should have been robbing Sally's, not nobody identity. If you're going to steal somebody's identity, make sure you at least get the fucking head full of hair. Let me stop. His mom was cuffed the same day when a SWAT team raided Kingston's rented mansion in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. They say, people love negative energy. I am good and so is my mom. My lawyers are handling everything as we speak. He posted on Instagram in the wake of his raid. As of this morning, Kingston was still locked up on a $100,000 bond on 9 different felony charges, online records show. He was already on 2 years probation for trafficking stolen property prior to this. This man is a career crook. Turner, who was facing 8 charges, that would be his mother, she was cut loose from custody last Sunday after posting a $160,000 bond. His mom pleaded guilty in 2006 to bank fraud for stealing more than $160,000 her damn self. She served nearly a year and a half in prison, federal court records show. Robert Rosenblatt, an attorney for Kingston and his mother last week, said the pair looked forward to addressing the charges in a Florida court and are confident of a successful resolution. So there we have it with Sean Kingston and his mother. It would be way out of my character to show y'all that photo. Like, that was too much. I wish I never seen it. That shit gonna haunt me at night. Let's keep the party going. Rick Ross. Y'all know Rick Ross does a yearly car show at his crib. Apparently, he's facing backlash for the show that took place over the weekend. Okay? Rick Ross' 3rd annual car and bike show went down over the weekend, and despite it appearing to go off without a hitch, many people are complaining about the event. On June 1st, Rose hosted his Rick Ross car and bike show at the Promised Land Estate, which is located in Fayetteville, Georgia. If you've ever been here, you know where it's at, because it's right there on Cali Park, on Old Natty, Holyfield, old crib. According to the rapper, over 12,000 people descended upon his lawn to check out the event, which featured hundreds of tricked out and exotic rides. However, not everyone was satisfied with the showcase. Many people have complained about missteps in the comment section of Ross' Instagram posts about the event. Here's what they've had to say. One person says, the fact you sold tickets, but people who traveled over 7 hours couldn't get in and were turned away. That's bad business, and I will never support this again. Someone else says, I waited in line for 5 hours to get on a bus, only to be told they don't have any more wristbands, and you can't get in the bus without the fucking wristband. Someone else says, this whole process was a zoo. From the wrong address, had us all going to somebody's house, to trying to find and get into the parking place after the fact. And the shuttle situation, my first and last time doing this shit. Another commenter says, I didn't get a chance to go inside because of the shuttle services and the extremely long lines. I spent my hard work and money and was disappointed. Rick Ross, are you going to give these people refunds? Do you have the proper partnerships in place to refund people who were not able to gain access to your fucking estate? What will you do for retribution? Okay. Rick Ross' latest car show comes following pushback for the event last year. Prior to the 2023 show, the rapper's neighbors urged the city to deny his permit, citing traffic headaches and noise pollution caused by the inaugural car show in 2022. So they hate every year when you do this shit. You fuck up the entire community, although you bring yourself hella money. They say, fuck that. You're interrupting our peace. After some back and forth between the city and Rosé's legal system, the show was allowed to take place because he was bringing stimulation to the economy, I would assume. So that's that on Ricky Rosé. Okay? So perhaps, even though BBL Drizzy does not have an old school to pull up, maybe he wouldn't have pulled up anyway since you're out here allegedly scamming the people. Let's keep going. Kanye West. Wow, we've got a show full of degenerates today. Kanye West. It's crazy, man. I used to look up to this Negroid. Kanye West has reached a settlement with ex-Yeezy staffer after being accused of stiffing her overtime and meal breaks while working for his company. He was sued by a woman who says she used to work as an assistant designer for the rapper's Yeezy fashion brand, claiming that he owed her a slew of unpaid wages. Court documents obtained by Radar Online reveal that Ye settled the lawsuit filed by Talia Leslie after she accused him of stiffing her on, again, those unpaid wages and violating labor codes. Emilio Cucci, take notes. Counsel represent the parties have reached a settlement agreement. The documents dated on May 22nd read, while it was claimed they settled last year, the pair went back to war, with the latest documents revealing they entered an agreement on or about March 25th of this year. As part of the settlement agreement, the parties agreed that plaintiff Leslie would file a second amended complaint to add Shelby Grotowski as an additional plaintiff and add putative class action allegations for purpose of settlement. Class action? Damn. That means multiple motherfuckers got to get paid. Ye and his ex-employee have a dismissal hearing scheduled for August 13th. Once the judge signs off, All of the Lights rapper can say goodbye to at least one legal battle. Okay? Ye's former design assistant claimed the rapper failed to properly pay her after she was hired to work. Leslie alleged she was cheated out of benefits, overtime, travel, and cell phone reimbursement. So she was paying for her own travel too? And she had a company phone that she was doing business with that you wasn't paying for? She accused the Vulture's musician of misclassifying Yeezy. Emilio Cucci, you might really want to pay attention. She accused the Vulture's musician of misclassifying Yeezy employees as contractors, allegedly depriving them of wages and benefits and not complying with the California Labor Code. Leslie alleged Ye didn't pay for work she did off the clock on job sites or reimburse her for required work-related travel between locations like Cody, Wyoming, where he used to do a lot of studio sessions, and he was actually living out there on a big plot of land. Also including Paris, France, cell phone and internet usage, and expenses associated with the travel. Ye's former staffer alleged he failed to compensate all of her overtime and did not give employees their required off-duty meal breaks. See, this is what happens when you actually work for a company, sir. Not when you're contracted to do photog work. Leslie's attorney already sent the proof of service. However, the documents show he gave the dismissal notice to the rapper's now ex-lawyer. As Radar Online exclusively reported, Ye axed his former legal eagle, London Messervy, from all of his cases. While Messervy received the dismissal documents via email on May 16th, he was dumped as the controversial rapper's superstar attorney just days later. So now he's got to get served again. Well, not again, but his new lawyer has to be served. Excuse me for my stumble. Let me see if there's anything additional here that needs to be noted. Substitution of attorney, yep. What? The news came just days after the Gold Digger rapper lost his longtime Yeezy chief of staff, Milo Yiannopoulos. The self-proclaimed world's most fabulous supervillain filed his resignation notice just after revealing he did not align with Ye's plan to dive into the adult film world titled Yeezy Prime. Ye settled this lawsuit, but he's still locked in a $1 million legal battle. Another ex-employee who accused the star of making him sleep outside of his unfinished Malibu mansion in makeshift conditions while working as security. I didn't even know about that. Hold the fuck up. Whoa. First Diddy. Ye might be the next. They say Kanye West is saying goodbye to his legal team. So again, his whole legal team has been replaced, fighting a $1 million lawsuit brought on by an ex-employee who claimed the star made him sleep outside of his, Malibu mansion, unfinished Malibu mansion at that, in makeshift conditions. Legal documents reveal that he filed a substitution of attorney notice just days after chief of staff left. We already got that. Okay. Ye hired Brian Brumfield of the Brumfield Law Group to take on Tony Saxon, who sued Kim Kardashian's ex in September for alleged discrimination, violations of labor code, and retaliation. Okay. Oh, okay. So I think we may have already talked about this guy. Saxon was security for Ye. He came on as a project manager in September of 2021. And then he was used as 24/7 security for a beachfront mansion. And he acted as a live-in caretaker for $20,000 per week. Saxon alleged that during his entire employment, he was sleeping in makeshift conditions, finding empty spaces on the ground and using his coat as a makeshift bedding. You sleeping on the floor for $20K a week? Did 24/7 security? How the fuck can one man service 24/7 security? You signed on to that shit? $20K a week is nice, but goddamn, you ain't even got time to clean your ass. Saxon said he complained several times about the working conditions and hazards around the home, including not having safety equipment despite workers demolishing the property. However, Ye took no action. He said he injured his back and informed the musician he needed time off, but Ye reportedly continued to insist on having updates on the house. Saxon claimed one of the more dangerous jobs Ye insisted on was removing all of the electricity and windows from the home. What, you trying to build a jail in that bit, man? You trying to put a prison up, ning? The fuck? Ning? While he allegedly voiced his concerns to the superstar, he claimed Ye persisted, raising his voice and insisting on moving large generators inside the house, which could have been a potential fire hazard. Saxon alleged that Ye threatened him when he exposed his worry over the project. Saxon claimed he was fired for not complying with his requests and has sued him in excess of $1 million in damages. However, Ye has hit back, asking that all of Saxon's claims be thrown out. The case is still ongoing. There's way too many reports of Kanye having these same types of issues with his employees. You couldn't pay me enough money to work for this motherfucker, man. Boy, I'd have took 1 week. I'd have slept in that motherfucker on my jacket for $20K and got the fuck on. Thank you. I put this shit to use. I flip it. Fuck you. Merry Christmas, nigga. Get somebody else to do it, like Michael Jackson said. Ain't no goddamn way. But now we've made it to the conclusion of our show. I hope you all enjoyed it. Have fun. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm about to link up with my folks. But much love and respect. Be sure to like and share the video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Become an insider. It's so much better than being on the outside. We're about to hit that 12K, which means we're going to be pressing up on that 15. The other day, I did tell my few members, gave them the heads up first. Once we hit 12K, I'm going to do the live show. I've been procrastinating on it. Haven't given y'all an official update. Whenever we hit that 12K, the next day, it's going to be performance. okay? If I got to pre-record that bit, whatever we got to do, it's coming, all right? So as of today, we are at, or as of this recording, we're at 11,957. So I suspect within the next few days, we should probably hit 12K. And once we do that, it's on and popping, all right? So if y'all enjoy my music, if y'all enjoy the sounds that y'all have been hearing, for those of y'all that may have seen me do the impromptu performance a while back when we were live and I did maybe 1 or 2 songs for y'all, we're going to run it back. We're going to do it all over again, but it's going to be a dedicated actual show with J Nolan music, originals, all right? Much love and respect. I'll check in with y'all later. Again, enjoy your day, enjoy your evening, and be blessed, all right? Much love and respect, y'all. Peace.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rags. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. First I'm out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.